Hello, Sit Paint and Play fans. This is Sit and Paint and Play here, and I just wanted to show off my local shop, Game Cafe, located in Independence, Missouri. Currently, you're looking at their gaming hall. Um, so this is where basically all the games are played. They have mats for Star Wars X-Wing, and they have pretty much almost any board game you can think of there. All those you can rent to play with your friends at a very cheap cost. I think it's like $1 or $2 to rent. They host tournaments here. That's their main hall. This is their store portion. They have TVs where you can hook up your Xboxes and play. They have a computer that has the list builders on there, and they also have a snacks section that has energy drinks, soda pop, Gatorade, juice, all different kinds of good things. They also have chips and things like that. And here is their arcade section. For just $5, you have unlimited play, no quarters required, so you can come back and relive those classics. So as we move along here, you can see there are multiple tables for playing Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, etc. Approaching the counter, here is Jonathan, the store manager. Super nice guy. You have your dice, your rare cards, your miniatures. Then there's their main display case here. Here's all their X-Wing stuff, and there's all the old books for Dungeons and Dragons. Plenty of board games are sold here. Plenty, 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 plenty. So this is an awesome store if you want to get your nerd on. Um, it is a wonderful place to meet unique and fun people. Um, I've met some of probably the nicest people I've met through here. There are tons of miniatures, things you get to get into. They support Munchkin, Dungeons and Dragons, through various levels. Multiple types of RPGs, whether it be Warhammer, fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons, the Star Wars RPG. Um, they have all tons of Walking Dead stuff, Lord of the Rings, random games like Rubik's Cubes, things like that. Their whole back wall is dedicated to Yu-Gi-Oh! And booster packs, and they also have huge selections of cards that you can pull individually that you can shop online through the store's computer here. Here's another look at all their Chessex dice you can buy, more of their Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, their rares, things along those lines. They have slips and things like that you can buy for your cards. Here are their miniatures, whether it be Dungeons and Dragons, HeroClix, etc. They also host a lot of tournaments, like I said. They just recently had an X-Wing tournament. Here's a list, a calendar for all of their upcoming events. This is just an awesome poster that they had. They have a lot of unique and fun things around the store that kind of make it an interesting place to be. Here's some more of their retro area, their snacks area. So as we move on, more random board games, some more art, things that make the store just unique in its own way. Here's their full selection of Citadel paints that you can buy for your warhamming experience. They also have paints, brushes, glue, base coat paints, everything, you name it. They have pretty much every starter set that you could possibly think of. Tom, their owner, has been running the store for 10 years and has done a wonderful job in running it. So it is definitely a good place to go. I went in the wee hours when there weren't very many people, so I wouldn't have any trouble filming. But literally, there are so many games in there. I couldn't even tell you half of them, to be perfectly honest. There are some that can played in 5 minutes, and then others that can take hours. Um, and a lot of the youth, there's a lot of youth that are there, and then there's also an older generation that are there. So you have varying age groups and experience levels and all different types of good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some other wonderful main points of the store here. So this beautiful board, their events calendar, it's like their books for D&D, their Chessex section, their rares section, more of the miniatures. You guys can pause at any time to look at these. Their championship, all their X-Wing things, Dungeons and Dragons books, the full store of all their board games, more board games again, continual board games. Warhammer 40k and paints, rentable board games, the arcade section, there's snacks, and then they also have a basement gaming hall where you can play Dungeons and Dragons, which is where it's usually hosted. This is definitely a place that I highly recommend if you live in the Kansas City area. It is in Independence, Missouri on Trueman Square. Drop by anytime between noon, and I think they close up at about 11 o'clock-ish. So they are a wonderful store, the very helpful staff. John is super awesome. Tom's a nice guy too. So drop by anytime and come see us, guys. Thanks for watching.